Hello everyone, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses Hard Classic Mode with the Black Eagles on Crimson Flower. And as I've mentioned in the past, there is sometimes a benefit to playing games slowly, because the new DLC content update is now available, and I can now wear the Sothis Regalia. Now, I have no idea what this looks like on male Byleth. I think I've seen female Byleth wearing it, and it's like she's got like a padlock across her chest kind of thing going on. So I don't think it'll fit my character, but we might as well wear it for today's stream session, because I have a feeling I'm not going to be wearing it into the very final chapters. But yes, the Sothis Regalia is now ready. And as I mentioned last time, I have been busy and I did lots of auxiliary battles for the gold, DLC extra battles for gold, stuff like that. So now we are going straight into the Siege of Arion Road. And everyone's leveled up to at least by level 32 now, so people who are lagging behind at like level 25, 23 are now kind of at the same level as everyone else. So yeah, feel a lot more comfortable using people in proper battles now. But I am going to stick with my A team, I think, because they are just so much better, it's unreal. So yes, we also get a little bit of a story thing with Rodri, but I don't know what this is because I haven't seen it yet. Managed to skip past it the first time.
I have a report from our scouts. The Imperial army that departed from Garegg Mach en route to the capital now appears to be marching here.
So this is the first actual mention of Cornelia in person.
What did you just say?
Oh, well, hello. So she's got a very, very lovely looking 3D model, but that portrait face is, ooh, that's a bit creepy. She looks kind of like Dorothea, and I am assuming she's a Gremory considering the whole flowery cape cloak kind of thing, but yeah, there's a really big disconnect between how she looks in the 3D model and how she looks in the 2D portrait.
The speed of the army's movement quickens. They will be here to invade within days. I just sent some of my troops to support the capital. It is likely to be a fierce fight.
I have a feeling we probably should send Glenn, not Glenn, Glenn's dead. We should probably send Felix in this next battle, because he might be fighting against Rodrigue.
How could this be? I have not heard a thing about... Oh, I understand now. I am the target.
You? Are you sure they do not mean to take Arion Road for strategic reasons?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
It would appear so from the outside. However, the circumstances are not that simple.
Why not?
And will you calm yourself? It will not be a fierce fight whatsoever.
Okay.
The sweet children I have prepared will protect Arion Road well.
That sounds like demonic beasts, I'm going to be honest.
Cornelia.
Arion Road is a fortress city that was built about 400 years ago. Originally a base on the front lines of the battle against the kingdom, it was built using Imperial money and technology.
However, the head of House Rowe secretly planned to betray the Empire.
Okay, so is that Cornelia then?
As the fortress neared completion, it was rebuilt as a base to defend against the Empire. When the fortress was completed, House Rowe declared its vassalage to the kingdom.
Since then, Arion Road has never fallen. Not once.
Wow, that's a long time in 400 years.
The beautiful white walls that protected against its enemies have earned it the nickname, the Silver Maiden. In the end, that is all it is to the Empire. The Silver Maiden stands as a bitter memory.
We will now be destroying that memory. The past is the past. Now is now.
That's a very nice way of looking at things. It's like very direct and blunt.
A fortress that has never fallen. I can't wait to make it fall.
How savage of you. And yet, I must say I agree with the sentiment. Let us take the sturdy Arion Road and continue our march against the kingdom.
An invincible fortress? Sounds perfect.
I'm glad everyone's up for it.
Unfortunately, it will soon no longer be invincible. The Silver Maiden's iron skin is about to be damaged. It's sad, really.
Is it silver or iron? Use your language with clarity, please.
Aw, yeah, you gotta dumb it down for Petra a bit.
Really, Lynn? There must be a better way to say that. Since we are attacking a heavily guarded place, we must take extra care to prevent allies from getting injured.
Thank you, everyone. I'm counting on all of you. Now, let's resume our advance.
This battle is for the future of Fódlan.
The future of Fódlan. Okay. Also, another note is I have heard some more pops and crackling on the audio of the stream. So I have changed the XLR cable I'm using to a different one. However, they are both the same old versions I was using before. So if there's more pop and crackle and so on, then I'm going to have to just switch over to the new ones I bought recently. And I'm not best pleased about that because I thought they would be better quality than that, but whatever. The Sophis Regalia outfit can now be accessed via your journal in your personal quarters. We got the auxiliary battle stuff with Anna. Thank you. Hey, the real Pie Master just subscribed. One of us. One of us. I'm going to go ahead and click this thank button. Send thanks. Thank you for the haha cat, Real Pie Master. Thank you very much. Real Pie Master has subscribed to Twitch Prime for 4 months. Do you know how those long brushes on escalators for my whole life? I thought you used those to clean your shoes. Just found out today they're used to prevent things from getting into things. Oh yeah, I think there's probably a very famous Mr. Bean sketch where he's on top of the escalator and he gets to the top of it and just stops moving because he doesn't realize that he's reached the top. But there's always that Deep Dark Secrets or Deep Dark Fears comic as well where you've got a tie or you got a shoelace and that gets slowly dragged into wherever the escalator, goes into, and you get slowly dragged into it and crushed. So yeah, I think that's probably what they're for. But thank you very much for the subscription, Real Pie Master. Really do appreciate it. Okay, so since I did lots of auxiliary battles, I have lots of supports. That's what this stream's going to be for most part of it, the first half of it, I guess. And I also was able to check who can pass a certification this week. And I think it's only Raphael, actually. But as you might be able to tell when I go over to War Master, I have 9 Master Seals. So yes, I've got lots of stuff here. Lots of gold. I could probably buy some more weapons if I wanted to, but I don't think I need to yet. I've got lots of relics and silver weapons. There's not a lot of forged stuff. But I can always forge them if I needed to get all the smithing stones or whatever else. So yeah, only a little bit of a stat boost there, but it's good enough for him. So yeah, let's go ahead and make a save. Go over here, I guess. Alright. So, let us go and do supports. So, I have one with myself and Bernadetta.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about.
Weird in what way? Do you want to go back? I don't think she'll want to go back. Weird in what way?
At first, I remember I was desperate to go back, but now it's the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you.
Yeah.
The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
I'm happy for you, Bernie.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefields just dulled my senses.
That's a bit dark to think about. Like, you're becoming numb to the whole war.
I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Yeah. Went through the whole paralogue with you and Petra and everything, so... Could you go somewhere new by yourself? I have some independent work for you then. Yeah, say this.
What? Independent? As in, alone?
Yes, but we'll be alone together.
That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you?
No.
Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
Alright. I can't commit to that. No, alright.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again.
Okay.
Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
Depends on the friends you have. But then you might not necessarily consider them friends. Okay, I promise.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it?
Okay.
You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
Well, we're not doing the adjutant thing, and there's no pair up in this game, so just have to be side by side. I'll follow at a distance. I'll be with you in spirit. We can ask another professor. None of these are what I'd like to say. I'll follow at a distance. I'll be with you in spirit. I'll be with you in spirit.
No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying?
I don't just like you. I like you like you.
I thought we were finally getting close. Guess I'm not good enough for that, though, am I? I'll let you have this one, but you better be ready for next time.
Oh yeah, sure thing. So yeah, A support with Bernie now. Nice. Cool. And I've got another support with Annette and Lysithea as well, and Shamir and Yuritsa. Ooh, I've got lots of supports today. So yeah, like I said before, I'm going to stick with the 426 deadline for getting the S support, I think. So I still haven't made my mind up yet. But by the time I get to 426, I might have even more A's and S supports, potentially. So, alright, next one is myself and Annette.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Hi, Annette. Did something happen?
Do you remember what we talked about before? About doing my best to not do my best?
Vaguely.
Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite my best efforts, I've been trying way too hard.
Despite your best efforts to not be your
I
best.
was busy all day yesterday with training and work. I just couldn't help myself. That's why I decided to take a day off today. It's just...
Yeah, you need a day to relax.
Now that I have a day off, I don't know what to do with myself.
Welcome to adult life.
Please, you have to help me. What should I do?
Sauna? Nothing, have a nap. Have a nap? Why not? I didn't expect him to fall asleep.
I didn't calm down enough to fall asleep. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm cut out for not doing my best. Oh! You're a professor. You must know some secret technique for deep relaxation, right?
Yes, you listened to a lecture from Hanneman.
If you do, please teach me. I'm begging you. I'm at my wit's end.
Have a cup of tea, have some sweets. I think having a cup of tea is more relaxing than sweets. You get a sugar rush with sweets.
Got it. I'll try that right now. This candy is so sweet and delicious, and it goes so well with piping hot tea. Ooh, and speaking of the tea, your brewing skills are incredible.
Why, thank you. I've had plenty of practice with other tea parties.
I'd love to be able to make such nice tea, but... Oh, Professor, will you teach me how to brew tea like this?
Sure, why not?
I'll do my best to learn, and then I'll make delicious tea for you as thanks.
Is this doing your best?
Oh, sorry. Back to my old tricks, it seems. Oh, why is it so difficult to not do my best? I try and try to not try, but it just doesn't work.
Just be yourself. She is being herself. That's the whole point.
Professor, you're right. Doing nothing is just not my style. To be myself, I've got to do my best every day.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Then you really must teach me how to make such delicious tea. You will, won't you? Please. Oh, and also, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You've listened to me and helped me face my troubles. Now I feel like I can talk to you about anything.
Anything?
Honestly, I wish we could go on drinking tea like this forever.
Very nice, very nice. Alright, so that's an A support with Annette. And we've got myself and Lysithea. This is going to be a strange A support, I think.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
You should get some rest.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
I don't think that's how that works. Huh? Oh, she fainted.
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize You haven't got much time.
What? You're the youngest of everyone. What do you mean?
13 years ago, House Ordelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire.
Okay.
All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically, but once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result.
Okay.
At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed, and people from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling, in a word. Skin pale as death.
She's talking about those who slither in the dark.
One after another, they captured and imprisoned the children of our household. They began performing terrible rituals on the children. Though it's probably more accurate to call them experiments.
This is the reason why she's got 2 crests, like Edelgard does. She's been experimented on as well.
With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me.
That's dark.
You know, my hair wasn't always this color.
Oh. Oh, Edelgard has kind of platinum white hair as well, actually, come to think of it. Right.
During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair. All trace of pigment gone.
Interesting.
Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded.
So, white-haired people in this universe have been experimented on, multiple crests potentially, stuff like that. Green-haired people are related to the Church of Seros in some way because of Rhea, Seteth, Flame, myself.
Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that 2 crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened.
Oh, okay. Huh. I wonder if Edelgard knows this as well, and that's why she's very eager to get the world changed, because she doesn't have a lot of time to do it in.
5 more years at most. Perhaps less.
Sorry, what? Her lifespan was shortened to have 5 more years at most. So when did this happen? She's 20 years old now. How awful.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older.
We got Yan Yan here, or Sugar Yan I should say, with a bit cheer. Thank you very much, Yan. Hey, how you doing? Pimmsy is not currently here, so we're not doing anything like Spyro or anything, so I'm here playing Fire Emblem once again. Thank you very much, Yan. How you doing?
That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
It's too soon to give up. Yeah, I mean, the whole lifespan shortening thing doesn't really make much sense with the whole 5-year time skip now, because if it was 5 years expected after the experiment and you're 20 now, then surely you should already be dead?
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Let's try find a way to undo it.
Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow.
So, does Lysithea have supports with Hanneman and Linhart? Maybe that would be interesting.
But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests.
That's a good point, actually. She can still use the Thyrsus staff though, right? To get extra magic range? And Yan says, did you ever see my message from Discord? No, sorry about that. I have been meaning to look at that. I will make sure to do that today, or tonight. Because I'll go to, you know, show Pimmsy about whatever it is, but not yet. Sorry about that, Yan. That's my fault. We will find a way.
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Well, well, well. Alright, so that was myself and Lysithea. We've got one with Shamir.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet?
10 years since what?
Never mind. I know what you'd say.
Were you talking to someone? What are you doing here?
I was just thinking about someone I used to know. Another mercenary I fought alongside.
Go on.
They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire.
Okay, so 5 years before the events of the game even started.
It's all I can focus on lately.
Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I blame you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan.
Wait, what? I have the same accent as this dead guy?
I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past.
I'm sorry. I can't really help it. I'm sorry.
Please, it's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
I suppose. What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent.
Does it?
Who knows where I'll end up? Though I may have done enough traveling for one lifetime. I like the idea of having a permanent home.
I thought that was what Garegg Mach was supposed to be.
And after all my time here, I've grown quite fond of Fódlan.
That's nice. Okay, and last but not least on this list, we have a B support with Yuritsa.
Lord Yuritsa? I believe he used to be a professor at the Officers' Academy. It was also my understanding that he was personally recommended by Lord Arundel himself, landing him a position as a sword instructor.
Yes, we've already been through the whole thing about the Church of Seros not vetting the people that work here.
Whatever the case is, behind that mask of death, there's an emptiness, a void. This is probably just a rumor, but I heard he was found and taken in by Her Majesty herself.
Her Majesty being Edelgard? Well, I guess it must be because of the Flame Emperor stuff. But that doesn't make sense with those who slither in the dark, though.
Supposedly, he's the heir of the Hrim family. But I also heard he's only a distant relative who was adopted. He sure is mysterious.
Yeah, I'm really surprised there isn't actually any supports between Yuritsa and Edelgard.
You've been asking around about me.
I have.
It matters not to me, one way or the other. Do you want to know of my past?
Oh yeah, I do.
Why? Friend or foe? That's what you're trying to determine.
Well, it would be helpful not to be stabbed in the back.
But you won't find answers merely with words. There is only one path forward. Raise your sword if you have the nerve.
I think Yuritsa would win a fight against myself, although, if they're both using swords, maybe I would win. Sword fair versus lance fair.
Raise it and fight me. If you want to know my heart, know my sword.
I'm not a fan of bloodshed. I must fight you. I'm not a fan of bloodshed.
I cannot kill you yet. The Death Knight knows that very well.
Oh, he's even referring to the Death Knight as, like, different third person or second personality.
I've been told to refrain from killing you until the war has ended.
Tell me more.
I came to an understanding with the Emperor herself and agreed to do her bidding.
Sorry, has Edelgard said that, yeah, it's fine if you kill me, but as long as you do it after I've won? Thanks, Edelgard.
The young Emperor discovered me long ago. Though back then, she was still a princess. Ultimately, it was she who erased my past. She placed me into a family that was disintegrating, that I might be their heir.
This presents Edelgard as very manipulative and sneaky. So it was Edelgard.
To survive, the Death Knight must spill blood. Left to his own devices, he would kill innocent passers-by. Through the Emperor's grace, he was allowed hunting grounds. That is why, to this day, I follow her. I am not yet ready to yield such fertile hunting grounds. Nor am I ready to truly fight you. Of course, were I not here to hold him back, he would cut you down without hesitation.
Depends on the skills I've got equipped.
As for me, I too... never mind. If you've no intention of fighting, then be gone. Perhaps it is he who is to blame, but I feel oddly when I look at you.
This is a weird support thing. And Edelgard does not come out looking good in this. So let's go ahead and see some of her supports, shall we? Herself and Lysithea. Yeah, so Edelgard's hair is kind of... It's more blonde than Lysithea's, who's like pure white. But it's pretty close.
Lysithea, are you alright? You don't look well.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. Really. Just not accustomed to so much manual labor.
Now that I look at their 3D models, they do seem to have the same hair color.
You were cleaning the library all by yourself?
Yes. The other student who was assigned to tidy up with me wasn't feeling well. So, it's just me. I figured I could at least dust the bookshelves or something, but I got a little carried away.
So many books. You probably tired yourself out just moving them from the shelves.
As much as I love books, I can't say I love carrying stacks of them to and fro. They're so heavy.
Well, maybe you should think things through a little more next time.
Maybe.
Surely you can tell how much physical strength the job is going to require before you begin.
I can do without the condescension, thanks. After all, I'm the only one who has to deal with the fact that I've worn myself out.
I only said that you should take care of yourself. Especially considering...
Considering what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Ooh, Edelgard was going to talk about something there.
How about you return to your quarters? I'll finish cleaning up in here.
But I want to finish what I've started.
I don't mind, really. Please, don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. As long as you'll finish all this up.
I will. Get some rest, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
If what I heard about Lysithea is true, I just don't know how much of it I should believe.
So yeah, I think this support obviously was a little bit mundane, but there is a bit of a teaser there about what Edelgard and Lysithea are going to talk about. So I do appreciate that part being there specifically. Okay, so let's go to Ferdinand next and have a look at Ferdinand's... Ooh, he's got quite a few supports actually. Alright, so Ferdinand and Petra.